Welcome back to News Watch 12 this morning and taking a look at your weather this week with Storm Watch 12 meteorologist Josh Colbert. So we're gearing up for some more active weather days. Not really what you would expect at the end of March, but it is what it is. As far as today goes, though, do we have any concerns about active weather?
Yeah, there are going to be some pop-up rain and snow showers a little bit later today. Snow levels are going to be right around 5,000 feet, so we could have some heavy bursts of rain and snow in those relevant elevations. Now, it's going to be because the remnants of this storm system are going to fire up some of those pop-up rain and snow showers a little bit later today. So we're just seeing the remnants right now bringing a little bit in the way of rain and snow for southern Klamath County, also for most of Siskiyou County, but most of this is light for the time being, although there are some embedded pockets of some heavier rain and snow. But we'll show you what happens a little bit later in the day with Stormcast, and it's right around the peak of daytime heating that we're concerned about, 3, 4, 5, 6 p.m. That's when it looks like everything's going to pop up on the map, and then everything will drift off towards the east. So, you know, during a summertime setup, all this would pop up, and then the sun goes down, then all this would lose its fuel and everything would diminish. But this is a bit of a different setup. So a lot of these showers are going to continue into the overnight hours, and snow levels then are going to drop down to around 3,000 feet. So we'll put this into motion even more in a Thursday. In today's ordeal, it's just a little appetizer for what we have coming on down the road on Thursday. This is by mid-morning, lots of heavy rain starting to line up along the coast, and then eventually this is all going to move inland. There's one big burst of snow. It's this area that kind of drifted across the screen, but that's going to be the main weather maker tomorrow. So we'll track that one as it moves from west to east tomorrow. But then, of course, it's looking like we're going to have some more rounds of snow as we head in Friday morning. So this is going to be a multi-day affair. But, you know, my rule of thumb about water totals and snowfall totals and not trying to project past 48 hours. So I'm going to abide by that right now. But just know that here are some of the water totals we're expecting through Thursday night. So not a complete picture of the storm system that will impact us for both Thursday and Friday, but a good indication of where things are headed. And it's going to be the mountains that are going to be the big winner, anywhere between 1 inch to 1.5 inches of water, which is excellent news for the snowpack, which is already so above average. Snow levels today right around 5,000 feet, dropping down to around 3,000 feet overnight, and then they'll top out around 3,500 feet for tomorrow, so gradually getting colder. And the coldest is going to be on Friday morning as the snow levels drop all the way down to 1,000 feet. So that's when I think we could see some accumulations within the Rogue Valley, very subtle accumulations, maybe anywhere between a trace to 1 inch, but the biggest totals will continue to be up in the Cascades, upwards of 12 to 18 inches of snow we could have for Crater Lake and Lake of the Woods. So that means that travel over Oregon 140 from Jackson County to Klamath County is going to be very, very rough. So that's why we have winter storm watches in place for the Cascades and Siskiyous, but also we're going to be tracking the potential for some heavy and blowing snow because winds are going to be very blustery, gusting anywhere between maybe 40 to 60 miles per hour for the mountains and east side. And this would be for Thursday and Friday. So for today, those pop-up rain and snow showers, winds a little bit breezy for the east side, then overnight winds starting to pick up for the higher elevations. It's looking like things are going to be pretty scattered overnight, and then of course travel is going to look very rough in a Thursday and Friday because of the high impact weather. So just know for Thursday and Friday we're going to be dealing with snow and winds. Those are going to be the two main factors. So here's that 7-day forecast for the coast. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s for the next 7 days. It's going to be wet. We're just locked in tight to this very wet and winter-like pattern. And then for Siskiyou County, a couple different chances for snow, but especially for Thursday and Friday. Those are going to be the two big days over the next 7 days. And in the Shasta Valley, it's going to be pretty blustery, but I think the east side is going to be the winner in terms of fastest wind gust. So be sure if you have any loose outdoor patio furniture or any outdoor objects you're responsible for, be sure you're bringing them inside or tying them down. For the Cascades and Siskiyous, plenty of snow for Thursday and Friday. We're going to be measuring it in feet. And then for the Rogue Valley, potentially seeing a transition to snow as early as Friday morning. Then we'll have another crack at it on Saturday morning.